DoorDash or any of those types of services. There won't be that. That won't be. And quite honestly, not all of y'all got it in you to go get it out the mud, whatever that would mean. Because if you're living in a society that is being surveilled 24/7, 365, because there are cameras everywhere, thanks to Palantir, which you also don't know anything about. We just hit the hour mark just now. You don't know anything about Peter Thiel and this authoritarian, universally surveilled society that he is and his cronies are putting billions of dollars into to create. This is really happening. This is really happening. In his mind, watching everybody is going to lead to everybody behaving. Everybody being their best behavior is what he said. Him, Peter Thiel, that's what he said, owner of Palantir, the company that wants to put surveillance everywhere. Everywhere. It bothers me that so few of us have any awareness of these very real changes that are happening in our society and what they mean, like what is it, the universal ID or whatever that shit is, that ID they want you to have, and like they've been telling you you can't fly if you don't have it unless you got your passport. People hear that and they be like, oh, whatever, and then they hear that these people like Peter Thiel want to put together a system where there'll be a social credit score, and if you don't, if your credit score, your social credit score falls below a certain point, you won't be able to like use your card because they're gonna take money away. They kind of gotta take it away. They gotta because they're broke, and if they don't take it, that's why these tech dudes. That's why they got so much power, because the country don't have no money. Do you know that the politicians are not concerned about this government shutdown because they've got Peter Thiel and fucking Zuckerberg and Bezos and all these other guys. They got them to give them money, even though their government jobs are not paying them. They're not worried about their mortgages and their second mortgages and their children's or grandchildren's tuitions, college tuitions to the best schools is not being paid. They're not worried about it not being paid. Their boat payments not being paid. They're not worried about that stuff because these guys whose platforms we're using, like this right here, like TikTok, if you don't know who Ellison is, him and his son, I forget his first name right now, they just forced these motherfuckers to sell them TikTok. And he also owns ABC. If y'all don't know who these people are and what they're doing and how they're shaping the society around you that you're in no way prepared for, you're in a lot of fucking trouble. Plain and simple. No cut on that. You are in a lot of fucking trouble, man. I mean, a lot of trouble, bro. And you look up and nothing is like it was, and you don't know what it is. It's not what it was. You know that because nothing works the way it used to, but you also don't know what the fuck it is either. You can't even adjust. You don't even know what it is. You don't even know what adjustment means to this thing now that you're dealing with, this society, because you don't understand all these little things. They're not little, but all these different things that seem to be separate from one another. You don't know what they mean when they come together. You don't know how they impact your existence when they come together, how they all form up like Voltron to create a whole world that you're not suited for. This reminds me of shit like Demolition Man, old ass movie with Sylvester Stallone and
Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes.
Wesley. Look at that movie. Look at that.
Phoenix.
Look at that movie. Look at that joint. It's a good joint. If you've never seen a good joint, it's old school joint, but it's a good joint. It was way ahead of its time. But look at that joint.
Taco Bell was one of the biggest companies in the world.
That is very close. Hmm?
Taco Bell was one of the biggest companies in the world.
Yes.
They had merged with so many different companies.
And that movie was made in when was
95.
Really? It seemed like it was longer than that. Demolition Man released 1993. If you look at any of these old movies or any of these movies that they call dystopian or they're all dystopian. All dystopian movies, right? All dystopian movies, they all have that one thing in common, right? And dystopian is basically just shit is bad. It's like extremely bad and it's oppressive and they terrorize the people. Think of any movie like that. Total Recall, Arnold Schwarzenegger's the original Total Recall, or the remake, any of those dystopian movies. They all have the same theme. There is no government. Corporations run and control everything. They all have the same theme. Rich people make the rules. They control the government. Because when the government collapses, when the government shuts down, and people who work for the government, whether it's politicians, governors, or senators, or presidents, in the military, when they're not getting paid, like now, when they're not getting paid, and you got 5, 6 different dudes who got billions and billions and billions of dollars, what the fuck you think is going to happen? They're going to all go home? They're going to just say, well, fuck it, I guess I can't be a senator, a governor, a mayor, a judge, army soldier. I just can't do that no more because there's no government structure to pay me. You think that's what they're going to say? That's all they've ever done. It's all they ever wanted to do. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to work for whoever's paying them. That's why these movies are always this way. That's why they always show the same theme. It's always some corporation. What's the name of the corporation? The Umbrella Corporation from
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil. Right? Big corporation. Big giant corporation. Ain't nobody talking about no president. Ain't nobody talking about no governor. No, it's just this corporation heads. Just because you see something in a movie doesn't mean that it can't happen because it's in a movie. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a bunch of you motherfuckers need to die. I don't know. Was that evil? Was that mean for saying that? Because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Real talk. Real talk. That's what's going to happen. Because you ain't going to know how to live. So if you don't know how to live, you die. Anything that doesn't know how to live, which means how to adapt to its environment. If you don't know how to adapt to your environment, you die. That's the rule of nature. Adapt or die. So if you don't have the understanding to help you to make the necessary changes as your environment and the circumstances around you change, then you will be undone by those changes. That's it. You could look up in the sky and call out for Sky Daddy, the magic puppeteer in the sky, and all that stuff that your granny taught you with her sweet, simple ass. Carried on generations and generations of enslaved indoctrination. It ain't gonna fucking help you, buddy. And grandma did already. She ain't got to sweat this. You got to live with this, and your children have to live with this. So, you know, it really is. It really is that serious. You know, niggas like to say, "Hey, ain't that serious?" If niggas say to me that, like, you stand in front of me and, tell me it's not that serious, even though the thought will occur to me to knock you the fuck out, like, I'm just not. I don't give a fuck that much no more. There's a time I would knock you out. You stupid motherfucker. Fuck yeah, I'd knock your ass right, knock you right the fuck out. But now it's like, thanks for letting me know who you are. If you get the fuck away from you, just stop fucking with you, like, completely. Stop talking to you. Stop texting. Stop receiving your emails, your DMs. Ignore your comments on my posts, like, because you are in the way. You serve no purpose. You're just in the fucking way. And I know what's gonna happen with you, and I don't want no parts of it. No parts of it. And it's a whole lot of that, bro. A whole lot of that. You know. Your children are they're making friends with people like that right now in high school, college. They're making friends with people like that. They're developing relationships with people like that. They're, going to have children with people like that. You know, it's it's not good. It's not good. If your kids, if you have any influence with your children, you're able to, speak to them and they actually listen to you. Um, Two things. One, really inform yourself so you can understand what it is that's actually going on, what these different things that are happening in different parts of our society actually mean as they relate to one another and an ultimate outcome. And when you get that understanding, as you get that understanding, relate that understanding to your children and help them to understand that the the reality that you grew up in is not the reality that they're inheriting. And it was very difficult, right? Because the sky is still the sky, the sun still shines, the ground is still beneath their feet. So as far as they're concerned, everything in between those two things is as it was. But it isn't. And you, as the adults, the mature people, those of you who are mature adults, need to wrap your minds around this. Really wrap your minds around this. Impose upon yourself. Fuck all the discretionary, spending shit, and really focus your time and attention on what resources you do have. And the jig is up. We know what it is. Everybody knows that Black people ain't got the resources they think they got or like to act like they got. Don't. Right? Really focus and really prepare. Otherwise, you're gonna, like, just think about it right now as we speak in the Congo and in different parts of the world, and not just Palestine. There are people, children, regular people, civilians, not soldiers, who are being killed by and everybody, whoever's not going through that, is going about their day and everyday life like nothing. And those people can't believe it's happening to them. They can't believe it. They went to school and work and had businesses and loved their families and all, just like everybody else. These people are over there, like, destroying their homes so to clear the land so they can build skyscrapers and basically make another Dubai. And the world is going, not a lot of the world is still going along like, hey, not me, it's not me. Not you yet. Not you yet. But it will be. Absolutely will be. Now I know y'all would rather talk about I don't know, son. What's the bullshit going on right now? What's the main bullshit that's happening right the bullshit that the nigga bullshit that niggas is talking about.
Oh.
We're done with Diddy, I think. Right? We're done with Diddy. We're done with because we know Diddy going to do another couple of years or whatever. We're done with
Kevin McCall said he was broke and he need Chris Brown to give him some money for the songs he wrote today. So
and people care about Kevin McCall. They're talking about that.
yeah, Young Thug said, "I'm gonna send you the money." Chris Brown busy.
Oh, okay. So we still give a fuck about what Young Thug got going on? We still care
Oh
about
no, he just added himself to the conversation.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, he got to do what he got to do to try to stay relevant because his ability to earn and draw people into venues to listen to his music is predicated on, his prevalence and how much people are paying attention, right? If they're not paying attention, they won't pay anything else, like, price of a ticket. So what else are niggas concerned with? What else?
50-50, girls is going outside, got their butts out. It's Halloween, so all the women are dressing like Velma with their butt out. So that's pretty big right now.
Okay.
Velma season.
I mean, that's important. That's very important. You gotta keep track of on who's showing their ass. I mean, because it's not like it's a lot of ass out there, right? I mean, ass is pretty. It's pretty rare commodity.
Yeah.
It's not like every other girl you see either it was nature gave her ass or she bought it. It's not like that. It's not like you see ass every fucking which way you look. Not like that. So you got to pay attention to that. So that I understand. I understand like niggas pay attention to ass. That's important. But what else? What else are they paying attention to? What else? What else are super cool, down, hard ass gangster, tough sliding ass, real motherfucking niggas? What are they paying attention to? What's important? What's important to them? I'm so interested. I'm so interested.
Slow day. You gotta,
slow cycle.
Let something happen.
That's something got to happen. What about this conversation between Takeoff and Jay Prince that I have not heard it. I've seen things that's about this conversation was released as recording whatever. But
if it's not Takeoff and Cardi B, then nobody cares.
Well, wait a minute. Who was she? Who was the one that got killed? Offset?
That's Takeoff.
Takeoff got killed. All right, so I think there's supposed to be a conversation between him and Jay Prince that was recorded or something like that, and some kind of way magically came out. And people are preoccupied with that. Oh, you know what I heard today too? I think I sent this to you. So they just. Oh, wait a minute. You posted it, I think. Didn't you post something with Kenny Lattimore and his wife? They're suing a bunch of these online influencers who've made up a bunch of salacious stuff about their relationship or something like that. I never heard of any of this, whatever, because I'd be too busy living a real fucking life, my own life, and paying attention to minding my own fucking business, right? But this is something that apparently is important to niggas. And what they discovered was that there are a bunch of these, I guess gossip channels, like Black Tea and Black this and spilling the joints that and all this like stuff that's like usually
gay media blogs. I call it gay media.
You did. That's what you did. You call it that. And they discovered that a bunch of these motherfuckers are in Pakistan and Russia and all kinds of stuff. Not only they're not black, they're not even, and they present as they're black, and they have like those black AI voices, talking like some saucy black girl. And talk about, oh, did you hear that Kenny Lattimore and his wife's on such a, and it's some fucking Pakistani dude in fucking Pakistan some fucking way. But niggas paying attention to that though. Niggas are looking at that. They're watching that. They're clicking on that. They subscribe to those channels. And it's a whole bunch of them. Russians, like everybody's picking our pockets by hijacking our attention and commercializing our lack of a focus on things that matter. Because that's what they're doing. They're not doing that because they feel one way or another about black people. They're doing it because they know that they can draw a large black audience that they can then use to build their commercial value, right? Because the more subscribers you have, the more commercial ads you can get, and that's where your money comes from on YouTube. And they're mining the lack. When I say mining, I'm talking about like, you know, the way that someone goes into a mountain, digs into a mountain or digs into the ground and mines for gold or mines for silver or mines for diamonds. They're mining in black mines for attention by using a black identity and making up stories about black celebrities because they know that black people are nosy and distracted as fuck because they're not paying attention to their own existences. And that's evident in the general condition, you know, being one rung on the ladder of economics above those at the very fucking bottom, while spending just one level beneath those who are at the very top of the financial ladder. They're aware of that. They have AI and the internet too. You niggas paying attention yet? Yeah, hour and 20 minutes. I'm done. What's up with you?
Good.
Good?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, love you, my son.
Love you
And,
too.
you know, this is what it do. And for the rest of you, man, remember, think critically so you may live wonderfully. Peace.